All right, good afternoon. If you can hear my voice, please remain on mute. Please remain on mute. Go ahead and start your video. Remain on mute. Please start your video. I'm going to go ahead and share today's calendar while we wait on the judge to make her announcements. Thank you all for your patience.
All right, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Judge Andrews. Today is October 22nd, 2025. This is one of the dispossessory calendars for the DeKalb County Magistrate Court. First, I want to thank everyone for their patience as we got everyone checked into court this afternoon. I also want to thank you for participating in today's hearing remotely. Now, while we're not physically at the courthouse, this is our courtroom and normal rules of court do apply. So court is open to the public, and to make sure we are complying with that law, we are streaming this calendar live on the court's YouTube channel. Now, this recording will be removed from the site at the end of the calendar. However, because we are streaming live, I just ask that we not speak out loud people's phone numbers and email addresses. We can communicate those as necessary through the chat function of Zoom. Now, other than the court, no one has authority to record these proceedings without giving prior notice and receiving prior approval from the court. I've had no request to record, so no one should be recording. If you are recording, you do need to stop at this time. Just ask that when you're not speaking, that you make sure you are on mute. You'll know you're on mute because you'll have a red microphone with a red line through it by your name. Now, because we are all attending this hearing on Zoom, we are all susceptible to losing our internet connection. So that if that does happen to you, just try and reconnect a few times. If after doing that it's still not working for you, then please contact the clerk at the phone number you saw in the waiting room. That number is also going to come up in the chat. It is important to contact us if your device fails. If you don't, I will assume you left court before your hearing was concluded, and I will enter an order in your absence. Now, you will know your hearing is concluded when you and I have spoken one last time and I've told you that you can log off of Zoom. Until then, please make no assumptions regarding the conclusion of your hearing. Now, it should go without saying, but you should not be driving during these proceedings. It can be illegal and can be quite dangerous. I do understand, however, that being seated in your vehicle sometimes is the best place to handle court. So it is fully acceptable to be in your vehicle just so long as that vehicle is stationary. Now, this case is on this calendar because the landlord has filed a dispossessory warrant seeking possession of his or her property, and usually also for unpaid rent and other fees that are allowed under the lease, and the tenant in these cases has filed an answer with the court. Now, on this calendar, we do have cases in which the landlord is represented by an attorney and the tenants are pro se or self-represented litigants. Therefore, I'm going to speak with you, the tenants, to give you some basic information about landlord-tenant proceedings here in DeKalb County. So I describe an eviction as a three-step process, and the first step in that three-step process is the hearing we're having today. Now, the primary issues today are whether the landlord's entitled to a writ of possession, whether the landlord's entitled to a monetary judgment. Now, a writ of possession will give a landlord the ability to evict someone from property. So if after today the court finds that the landlord is entitled to a writ of possession, you can move into step 2 of the three-step process. In step 2, what occurs is the landlord will file with the clerk of court a document called the application for writ of possession. Once this application is filed, it is reviewed by the court. If appropriate, it is signed by the judge. Once it's signed, you move into the third step of the three-step process. In step 3, what will occur is the landlord will call the DeKalb County Marshals and schedule the actual eviction to take place. So it is important to understand that it's not until these 3 steps have occurred that someone is physically evicted from property here in DeKalb County. It's also important to remember we are currently in step 1 of that 3-step process. So today what will happen in all cases in which both parties have appeared, you will have a private conference or meeting in a breakout room to see if you can come to an agreement to settle your case. Now, you are not required to settle your case, but you are required to make a good faith effort to do so. As I said, these are private meetings. They will occur in breakout rooms here on the Zoom platform. Now, the court cannot and does not participate in these meetings, and they are not open to the public. So what will happen is after I've called the calendar to see who's present with us today, you'll receive an invitation on your screen to a breakout room. When you see that invitation, please accept your invitation. It will take you directly to your breakout room. Once you get to your breakout room, please remain in the breakout room until the attorney has come to speak with you. As you can see from the screen, we do have more tenants than attorneys, so you probably won't be the first person that the attorney comes to speak with, but they are on their way. It is important to remain in the breakout room and not move in and out, because that really does slow down the process. Now, after you've finished your conversation with the other party, you'll come back here to this main platform where I am located. To do that, you'll find the button on your screen and either says rejoin meeting or leave breakout room. You click on that button, it brings you back here to this main platform. Then what happens is after the attorney has spoken to about 3 to 5 individuals, the attorney will also come back out to this main platform and they will report to me on those cases. They'll let me know if a consent agreement has been reached or whether a hearing is needed. If a consent agreement has been reached, the attorney will go through and let me know the terms of those agreements. I'll then excuse the attorney to go back into a breakout room so they can continue their conversations. I will then turn to you, the tenants who do have consent agreements. I will swear you in, and then under oath, I will go over the terms of the agreement with you to make sure that you do in fact agree to those terms. And if you do, I will make it the order of the court. What will happen is then after court today, the attorney will send me a proposed written order with the terms. If they're accurate, I sign the order, send it to the clerk, and the clerk emails you a copy for your records. Now, if you are unable to reach an agreement and need to have a hearing on your case, the majority of hearings, do understand, are reset to a later date for an in-person hearing at the DeKalb County Courthouse. If you are one of those individuals that will be having a hearing at a later date, do understand that Georgia law does require that rent be paid into the registry. That's any past due rent and any rent moving forward until the case is resolved. Now, if you are to have a hearing at a later date, I will speak with you in more detail about that, let you know when it will be, what to expect in regards to the hearing and in regards to payments into the court registry. All that information I will also reduce to writing, put it in an order, sign it, send it to the clerk, and then the clerk will email that order to you as well. So you have written documentation if you are going to have a hearing as well. All right. Now, before you do go into your conversations with the other party, it is important to understand a few things about landlord-tenant law and proceedings here in Georgia. One of the most important things to understand is that here in Georgia, not having money to pay rent is not considered a legal defense. It very well can be a legitimate reason why someone's unable to pay rent. I mean, often people lose their jobs, become ill. Things happen in people's lives that do make it difficult to pay rent, and there are legitimate reasons why people are unable to pay rent. However, do understand that even though it's a legitimate reason, here in Georgia, it's not considered a legal reason or a legal defense. So if the sole reason you are unable to pay rent was because you did not have the financial ability to do so, those are cases in which the landlord is entitled to a writ of possession. Remember, the writ of possession does give the landlord the ability to evict someone from property. Now, if you had a hearing before me on the type of case I just went over, any other type of case, and I find that the landlord is entitled to a writ of possession, under Georgia law, I can only give you the tenant 7 days before you must vacate the property. Said another way, 7 days before the landlord can move into step 2 of that 3-step process and apply for that writ of possession. Do you understand that the law gives me absolutely no discretion in this matter? There is no hardship exception. So if you have a hearing before me, do understand that I am bound by that 7-day rule. Now, if you entered into a consent agreement with the other side, parties can agree to any date that writ can be applied for. In general, in consent agreements, the parties can do anything that they agree to do. If you have a hearing before me, I am bound by certain rules of law, one of those being that 7-day rule I just went over with you. Additionally, we would not discuss security deposits if you were to have a hearing before me, because it would be premature to do so. So just understand there's a bit more flexibility with consent agreements and reaching a mutually agreeable resolution to your case. All right, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to call the calendar, see who's present in court. When you do hear your name, please unmute and audibly let me know that you are present with us. I'm going to go a little bit out of order. Let's start with position 10, 25D 25158 Arbors Apartments versus Charity Costin.
Here for plaintiff.
Hi, Ms. Costin. All right, we're going to
Hi.
send you. I see you. Thanks, Ms. Costin. We are going to send you into a breakout room with Mr. Young. This is his only case he has, so we're just going to let him go ahead and have that conversation with you while I call the rest of the calendar, okay? So that invitation should come up on your screen for you, or Mr. Young will move you in there, however it works. All right, I'm going to call the rest of the calendar, and I do apologize in advance if I mispronounce people's names. Position 1 on the calendar is 25D 21536. GS Uptown LLC, Ivana Uptown versus Keith Norman.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Reese Lewis for the plaintiff. Ready?
Thank you. Thought I saw Mr. Norman.
Here.
There you are. Thank you, Mr. Norman. All right, position 2, 25D 23843, Lithonia Acquisition, Alexander at Stonecrest Apartments versus Josiah Brown and Ebony Brown.
Here. Ready for plaintiff.
And is I can't see you. Is that Ebony or Josiah or both of you?
Ebony.
Oh, Ebony. Got you. Thank you. All right. Position 3 on the calendar, 25D 23847, Plaster Road Residences, Sienna Ridge Apartments versus Eric Dominguez.
Ready for plaintiff.
Thank you.
Here, present.
Thank you. All right, position 4, 25D 23855, Lithonia Acquisition 1, Alexander at Stonecrest Apartments versus Derek Moore.
Ready for plaintiff.
Looks like no response. Position 5, 25D 24284, South Atlanta Rutherford Glen versus Tiana Ford.
Ready?
Hi, I'm here.
Thank you. Position 6, 25D 24301, South Atlanta Rutherford Glen versus Jason Underwood.
Ready?
Like no response. Position 7, 25D 24849, Druid Hills Holdings, the Legacy of Druid Hills versus Sierra St. Hubert Upshaw.
Your Honor, this case will be dismissed. I just got notification from my client.
All right, Ms. Hubert Upshaw, your case is being dismissed, so you are free to log off, all right?
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, position 8, 25D 24903, Lithonia Acquisition 1, Alexander at Stonecrest Apartments versus Dejanay McKay.
Ready?
There you are. Give me a wave. I see you. There we go. I'm going to mark Dejanay McKay as present. Now, position 9, was that going to be a dismissal, Ms. Lewis?
Yes, Your Honor.
That's 25D 25156, Carroll Management Organization, the Goodwin at Town Brookhaven by Arium versus Nanette Way. Ms. Way, I see you there. Your case is being dismissed, so you are free to log off, okay?
Thank you.
All right, you take care.
You too. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, position 10, we went over that one. Position 11 is 25D 25166, Covington Glen Stonemark Management versus Lucilla Benjamin Thomas.
Ready?
Looks like no response. Position 12, 25D 25356, Orchard Walk LP Elmington Property Management versus Gladys Crawford.
Ready?
Now, we did receive a call. Miss Crawford is having some troubles with her internet. So we'll see if she's able to work that out today.
And I do have a property manager here as well.
Okay. Is it, there we go. I see them. All right.
Yes.
Well, let's try to see if we can get Miss Crawford. All right. Position 13, 25D 25413, Vista Boulder Crest versus Lamar Turner.
Here.
Ready?
Mr. Turner, thank you. Position 14, 25D, 25423, Vista Boulder Crest versus Sherelle Goodlow.
Ready?
Hi, yes, I'm here.
Thank you. All right, position 15, 25D, 25480, Ken Edwards Enterprises, Kenco Briarcliff Apartments versus Marvel Williams.
Ready?
Here.
There. Thank you. Position 16, 25D, 25483, 1500 Oak Equities, the Ellis versus Jaron Sallins, Sallins.
Ready?
Looks like no response. Position 17, 25D, 25493, Ken Edwards Enterprises, Kenco Briarcliff Apartments versus Ian Douglas.
Ready?
Here.
Thank you. Position 18, 25D, 25500, Brookhaven Bliss 2, The Haven versus Rihanna Soto and Teresa Soto.
Ready?
Here, Your Honor. I'm here.
Are you Teresa or Rihanna?
I'm Teresa.
You're Teresa? Great, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, now, Ms. Lewis, is position 19 being dismissed?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, that's 25D 25509, Bell Rock Management Affinity at Stone Mountain versus Felicia Jenkins. So if you're here in that case, I think Ms. Jenkins is here. Your case is being dismissed, so you are free to log off, all right? And position 20 is 25D 25510, Chapel Run Apartments versus Victoria Stevenson.
Ready?
I'm here.
Thank you, Ms. Stevenson. All right, that completes the call of the calendar. So you will be receiving the invitations to your breakout rooms.
I have Shanika Lewis with me also on the
hold
Bell
on.
Williams.
Hold
She's
on, number.
Position
Please.
15, Your Honor.
Miss Williams.
Yes, ma'am.
You said who's with you?
Shanika, her name.
Shaniqua Lewis.
She's a party to the police, Your Honor.
Oh, on position 15?
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh, okay, sorry. I thought she'd said 16 and I got confused. Okay, Shaniqua Lewis is also present on 15. Is that correct?
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
perfect. Thank you. Thank you for that information. All right. You will receive those invitations then. Mr. Young, do you have an announcement on your case?
Yes, I sure do. So with position 10 for Miss Costin, so yeah, she is going to try to work out this payment with them within the week. So what we've agreed to is just the standard 7 days. So October 29th at 11:59 p.m. Judgment of $33.50.
All right, Ms. Costin, I'm going to have you raise your right hand and unmute. There you go. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you shall give shall be the truth under penalty of perjury?
Yes.
I know there's a little back, whatever. All right, Ms. Costin, did you consent that a writ would issue after October 29th?
Hold on.
Yes. Yeah, okay. And did you agree to a
Something happened
monetary
with my
judgment?
sound. It just keeps.
That's okay. We'll work it out. We'll work it out. Did you agree to a monetary judgment in the amount of $3,350?
Yes.
Okay. All right, that will be the order of the court. I'm gonna let you go and you take care, Ms. Costin, all right?
Thank you so much.
All right, bye.
Bye.
All right, Mr. Young.
All right. Well, thank you so much. I will see you next time.
All right, thank you.
All right. Have a good one. Bye.
You too.
I think the attorney may have lost connection. I'm not seeing her anymore. Oh, she's in room 35. I'm not sure why she's in there. Position 1, Mr. Norman.
Yeah, there she is.
All right, I sent you a prompt to go into room 1 so you can speak with the attorney. Why is she in room 35?
Maybe she needs a moment.
Okay.
I have no idea. And we haven't heard from Miss Crawford. She's trying still to get on.
Yes.
Okay. Let's see if we can get her on.
Your Honor, I have an announcement.
All right, I'm ready.
I have positions 3, 5, 8, 17, and 20.
All right. We'll start with 3 then.
For Mr. Dominguez, we have a vacate agreement. He will vacate on or before the 31st at 5 p.m. and owe a balance of $4,528.69.
Okay.
Position 5, Ms. Ford. We have a pay and stay agreement. She will pay $4,516 on or before October 31st at 5 p.m.
Okay.
If she fails to make that payment, writ to issue, and the judgment amount will be the same because that's the end of the month.
All right.
Position 8, Ms. McKay. We have a pay and stay agreement. She will pay $24.92 on or before October 31st at 5 p.m. And that's also the judgment amount should she fail to pay.
Okay.
Position 17, Mr. Douglas. We have a pay and stay agreement. He will pay $26.49.51 on or before 31st at 5 p.m. Failure to make that payment, writ to issue, and the judgment in the same amount.
Okay.
And then position 20, Ms. Stevenson, we have a pay and stay agreement. She will pay $37.01 and 24 cents on or before the 31st at 5 p.m. Failure to make the payment, writ to issue with the judgment in the same amount.
Thank you. I'll go over these.
Thank you.
All right. The following individuals, unmute and turn on your cameras, and then raise your right hands. It's position 3, Eric Dominguez. Position 5, Ford. Position 8, Dejanay McKay. Position 17, Ian Douglas, and position 20, Victoria Stevenson. Will all of you raise your right hands? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you shall give shall be the truth under penalty of perjury? McKay?
Yes.
Thank you. You can lower your hand. Dominguez?
Yes.
Thank you. Can lower your hand as well. Douglas?
Yes.
Thank you. Ford?
Yes.
Thank you. And Stevenson?
Yes.
Great, thank you. All right, I'm gonna go chronologically, so I'll start with Mr. Dominguez, excuse me. Mr. Dominguez, did you enter into a consent vacate agreement where you agreed to vacate the premises by 5 p.m. on October 31st?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you consent to a monetary judgment through that date in the amount of $4,528.69?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, then I will make that the order of the court and you're free to log off, all right?
Thank you. Have enjoyed it.
All right, take care. All right, Tiana Ford. There you are. All right. See, Ms. Ford, did you enter into a pay and stay agreement where you agreed to pay $4,500.16 by 5 p.m. on October 31st?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then I am going to make that the order in your case and you're free to log off, all right?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. All right, that brings us to position 8, Dejanay McKay. Let's see. Did you, ma'am, agree to pay $2,492 by 5 p.m. on October 31st?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so if you make that payment, you're staying on the property, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, all right, then we'll make that the order in your case and you're free to log off, all right? You take care.
You as well.
Thank you. All right. Move us to position 17, Mr. Douglas. Let's see. Did you, Mr. Douglas, enter into a pay and stay agreement where you agreed to pay $2,649.51 by 5 p.m. on October 31st?
Yes.
Okay. And then I'm going to make that agreement the order of the courts. And you, sir, are free to log off, all right?
Okay.
All right, you take care.
You too.
Thank you. All right, Ms. Stevenson, let's see. Do you enter into a pay and stay agreement where you agreed to pay $3,701.24 by 5 p.m. on October 31st?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then I'm going to make that the order in your case and you are free to log off. All right.
Okay, thank you.
All right, you take care.
Same to you.
Thank you.
Person that just logged in, are you able to start your video? The person on Derek's iPhone, are you able to start your video? Please unmute. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, I can hear you.
May I have your name?
Derek Moore, Derrick. Moore, Moore.
I think you were the one that was showing up this morning and kept trying to see who you were.
Uh,
All right, you position 4 on today's calendar. I'm gonna go ahead and rename you. And I'm gonna put you in breakout room 4, okay?
okay.
As soon as you get in there, you're just gonna wait for the attorney to come in and they're gonna speak with you about your case, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Mhm.
All down to these people want their money. They ain't got nothing to do with
Your Honor, I have announcements.
All right, I'm ready.
I've got position 1, Your Honor, we were unable to reach an agreement. This is with Mr. Norman.
Okay. We'll find a
And
date for that.
I'm sorry,
So we'll find a date for that.
I
Have
believe
a-
so, Your Honor. Looking at his answer, I didn't know if looks like there is a dispute as to the amount,
Okay.
but I would still ask for rent to be paid into the registry.
Okay. Let's go. Miss Hartman do we have a court date for position 1?
November 3rd, 9 a.m. in courtroom 1200C.
You said November 3rd?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. Let's see, let me pull up that case. All right, Mr. Norman, your hearing is going to be set for November 3rd at 9 a.m. DeKalb County Courthouse, courtroom 1200C. The landlord is asking for rent to be paid into the court registry, which is their right to do so. So let me take a look. We got base rent of $14.83.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. And it looks like from the pleadings, rent hasn't been paid since August.
That's correct. So August, September, and now October.
And what is the dispute specifically? Doesn't agree with the dollar amount. Okay. Okay. So August, September, October. Get my calculator. $1,883. All right, Mr. Norman. So what's going to happen, what I'm going to order is that I indicated your hearing's going to be November 3rd, 9 a.m., courtroom 1200C. If you have any documents you want the court to look at, photographs, anything of that nature, please bring hard copies with you so that judge can review them. You are required to pay rent into the court registry, so do understand there's a dispute as to the amount. So what happens is the court holds the money and then makes a decision on obviously the distribution of that money. So we're going to base this on your base rent, which is $14.83. If I multiply that by 3 months, August, September, and October, that's $4,449. So that will need to be paid into the court registry by next Wednesday, which is October 29th. For whatever reason, your case does not resolve itself on November 3rd, you'll continue to pay rent to the court on the 5th of each month in the amount of $14.83 until your case is resolved, all right? Mr. Norman, have you unmute and just audibly let me know that you've heard me and you understand when your next date is and what is expected?
You said I gotta pay to the court?
Correct. So the payment will go to the court's registry. So I'll put it all in an order, and where and how you can make that payment will be in the order. You'll have to pay it at the courthouse by October 29th. Okay. And then you'll continue.
If I don't have it by then what?
If you don't have it by then, you still will have your hearing on November 3rd. That doesn't change the fact that you will have a hearing. But if you don't have it, the landlord can apply for a writ of possession to take possession of the property.
Okay.
And how much is the amount again, Your Honor?
I calculated 4,449
Got it.
August, yeah, at 1483.
Thank you.
Any other questions, Mr. Norman?
No.
Okay. All right, then we'll see you on November 3rd, and I'll send you an order with all the information that you need in it, okay?
Thank you.
All right, thank you. You're free to log off.
And then
All
I
right,
have
where to next?
the other case I have, Your Honor, are positions 2, 15, and 18.
Okay.
For position 2, I've got, it was the defendant is Josiah Brown, and he is here now. Ebony Brown originally appeared, and Ebony Brown filed the answer, but is not on the lease as a tenant. So Mr.
Okay.
Brown has joined us, and I worked out a pay and stay agreement for him. He'll pay $5,064.26 on or before the 31st at 5 p.m.
Okay.
Then for position 15, I have Marvell Williams and Shaniqua Lewis.
Yes.
We have a pay and stay agreement. They will pay $49.5783 on or before the 31st at 5 p.m.
Okay.
And then position 18 is Miss Teresa Soto. The case is filed as to Rihanna Soto, but both of them are on the lease.
Okay.
And Teresa Soto filed the answer. We have a vacate agreement for the amount for October 31st at 5 p.m. And then the judgment is $5208.49.
Did you say 5208?
Yes, $5208.49.
49. All right. And before I let you go back on position 12, Miss Hart was Miss Crawford able to get on to Zoom? I know she's
an older woman. She's not able to log on.
Okay.
all
I was
right.
trying to help her.
Well, yeah. Why don't we go ahead and reset it for an in-person date, and that way we can release your witness.
Okay. Let me Miss Shauna, if you would join us. I think she's on. Okay, she heard it. Okay, I just want to make sure she understood.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Okay.
So it looks like Miss Crawford is having some difficulties with using Zoom, so we're going to reset it for in-person. Miss Hart, what date do we have?
We have November 3rd, 9 a.m. in courtroom 1200C.
Okay. All right.
Miss Shoshana, I would suggest one of you all need to be there.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. November 3rd, 9 a.m. Yes, you can log
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, you guys have a great
day. Take care.
I think I have 2 more left. I'm going to go and try to talk to them.
Okay. All right.
you.
I'll have the following individuals raise their right hands and turn on their videos. Mr. Brown, it's position 2. Miss Soto in position 18, and Miss Williams and Miss Lewis in position 15. And Williams, you can go ahead and unmute. And there's Mr. Brown. You can go ahead and unmute as well. All right. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you shall give shall be the truth under penalty of perjury? Mr. Brown?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
Thank you. Miss Soto?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. Miss Williams?
They do.
And Miss Brown?
Ain't here.
I'm sorry, and Miss Lewis?
You
Miss
can't hear for some
Miss
reason. but
Williams,
now,
yes, Miss Williams and Miss Lewis, can you hear me?
say I do.
I do.
Thank you.
I do.
All right, you can all put your hands down. Mr.
Okay,
Brown, I'm
so
going to
just put my
start with
hand down.
you.
I
We're going
can't
to
hear
go
it now. I don't know what happened. Hold on. Give me
chronologically.
1 second.
Yes, ma'am.
Uh-oh. Yeah.
All right, Mr. Brown, did you enter into a pay and stay agreement where you agreed to pay $5,064.26 by October 31st at 5 p.m.?
Yes, ma'am.
Why am I
Okay.
buying
Then I'm going to make that the order of the court. And you, sir, are free to log off, all right?
Thank you. Have a nice day.
You too, you take care. All right, Miss Soto, let me go to you, position 18. Did you agree to vacate the premises by 5 p.m. on October 31st?
I'm going to speak with the office because this is new. I didn't know that that was because we have been communicating. So I don't know if this
Okay.
is from corporate. So I am going to talk to them today because my understanding was just to come up with the 5209, and that's what I thought was happening today.
Okay, so if you talk to them and you reach a different agreement, then and they just accept any money from you, then it would cancel out this consent agreement. But this agreement here is an agreement to vacate and a judgment of 5208.49.
Yes.
Okay, but again, if they accept any money from you, it will cancel out this agreement. Okay.
Thank you.
All right, Ms. Soto, you take care. You're free to log off.
Thank you.
All right, Miss Williams and Miss Lewis. Did you agree, both of you, to pay $4,957.83 by 5 p.m. on October 31st? And you're on mute, Miss Williams. You can hear me.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
All right.
ma'am.
All right. Then I'm going to make that the order in your case, and you're both free to log off. You take care.
You too. Thank you.
Thank you. And take
Thank
care of that
you.
little one.
All right. Yes, ma'am. So she said that they're gonna get my email and send something to my email.
Yes, we're going to send it. It will go to your email from the clerk's office, the order.
So do they have my email?
How did you get your notice? Did you get it via email?
On the mail?
Okay, that if you want us to send it to you an email, you can put your email in the chat to Miss Hart.
Okay.
See that chat button?
Yes,
You
ma'am.
just select her name. You can put your email there and we'll send it to that email.
Miss Hart?
Yes, if you open up the chat, you'll find Miss Hart's name.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that way we'll go
Okay,
just to
thank
her.
you.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye. Just keep working, get them churches.
All right, I got it.
Your Honor, I have an announcement.
All right, I'm ready.
For position 14, Ms. Goodlow, that will be a dismissal now. She's actually
Okay.
vacated, but she's here. I wanted you to know and let her and release her.
All right, Miss Goodlow, your case is being dismissed, so you are excused. All right, you're free to log off.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You too. You take care.
Thank you.
And I thought Mr. Turner, position 13, was here, but he wasn't in the breakout room anymore. Oh, I see. Position 4 showed up. Okay.
And Turner's back in the breakout room now.
Okay, perfect. I will go back. Thank you.
What was here?
Yeah, and I've got my final announcements.
All right, I'm ready.
For position 4, Derek Moore, we have a pay and stay agreement. He will pay $38.69 on or before October 31st at 5 p.m.
Okay.
And then for position 13, Mr. Turner, we have a pay and stay agreement. He will pay $27.12 on or before October 31st at 5 p.m.
All right, Mr. Moore and Mr. Turner, if you can both unmute, turn on your cameras, and then I'll have you both raise your right hands. Very good. Do you both swear or affirm the testimony you shall give shall be the truth under penalty of perjury?
Yes,
Mr. Turner?
I do.
Okay, and Mr. Moore? All right, thank you. You can lower your hands. All right, Mr. Moore, I'm going to start with you. Did you agree to pay $3,869 by 5 p.m. on October 31st?
Yes,
Okay. If you make that payment, you're staying on the premises, is that correct?
yes.
Okay. All right, then I'll make that the order in your case and you're free to log off, all right?
Okay.
All right, Mr. Turner, position 13, let's see. Did you agree to pay $2,712.23 by 5 p.m. on October 31st?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And then I will make that the order in your case and you are free to log off as well, all right?
All right. Thank you. You guys have a great day.
You too, you take care. All right, let's see. Some defaults here.
I think I've got 6, 11, and 16.
Okay, start with 6 then. I see 6.
So this is with Jason Underwood. Move to strike the answer is filed, seeking an immediate writ of possession and monetary judgment through today. That amount would be $2,741.70.
All right, motion to strike is granted. Writ will issue in stanter. Got a monetary judgment in the amount of $2,741.70.
Position 11.
11.
Yes.
Okay.
Lucilla Thomas. Move to strike the answer is filed, seeking an immediate writ of possession and monetary judgment owed through today. That amount will be $2,725.53.
All right, motion to strike is granted. Writ shall issue in stanter. Monetary judgment granted in the amount of $2,725.53.
And then last one is 16.
16. All right.
Jaron Salins. Move to strike the answer is filed, seeking an immediate writ of possession and monetary judgment through today. And I have that amount is $33,75.87.
All right, motion to strike is granted. Writ shall issue in stanter. Got a monetary judgment in the amount of $33.75.87. That completes the calendar then.
Yes. Thank you so much.
All right, you have a good one.